like, maybe now it'll work because it's sideways.
Nice.
Perfect. All right. Okay. I was shocked to notice that only 35% of our classmates use a calendar regularly. As early on as we are in our lives, it's important to engrave good habits into our everyday lives so that we can use them. As young adults, it's difficult to keep track of our busy schedules. Many of you are athletes, some balancing jobs, school, a sport, and social life with your friends and your family. I'm here to introduce you to an app that will help called Time3. It can be difficult to stay organized and remember the details of our schedules as college students, but Time3 can help. Time3 is a free calendar app in the App Store. It is simple to use and you get to color code your tasks. It is simple to use and all you need to do is type in your tasks and you can color coordinate them based off if it's for work, school, or just a social event like a family reunion. So each task, like pink could be for work, yellow could be for, this says art club, but just stuff like that. It helps you to stay organized and give more of a visual representation of what you need to do. 21% of you confidently stated that you do not miss deadlines on assignments. The other 21% stated that you do forget about your assignments, and 57% of our class admitted to occasionally missing the assignments or deadlines with our college work. Now that we are at a college level of education, most if not all of our teachers do not take late assignments. Thankfully, the Time3 app sends out notifications to your phone to remind you of your future tasks, along with having a widget option for your iPhone. Now you don't have the excuse of forgetting about your assignments because you are constantly getting reminded each time you open to your homepage. Personally, as a full-time student, I understand and relate to forgetting about assignments every now and then, but I refuse to let my grades drop and miss easy points just because I'm forgetting about the assignment. In high school, we had our parents or teachers who would gently remind us to do our homework. But now that we are on our own, we need to find our own resources to stay organized and remind ourselves of our priorities. Working in groups can be difficult, but thankfully, Time3 is willing to help. Time3 is not just about marking a date and time on a calendar, but it can also promote communication amongst groups. In Time3, you can create a group whose tasks will be shown on the calendar, and there will be a group chat where each group member can contribute their opinions. So on the calendar, instead of just having your tasks and priorities, there will be anyone else who's in the group, whether it be a work group or for families. For example, my family uses Time3 to organize what days and what times we are able to go out together as a family, knowing when I work or when my little brother has his sports. And we use it to decide who's the least busy and who will do all of the chores. Honestly, I don't think my mom just uses Time3 to keep track of what we're doing, but I think she uses it so that she knows just where we're at all times. This app works great just for you individually, organizing your personal and private tasks, but also works great for groups, such as families making their schedules, busy friend groups trying to organize a hangout, or even couples trying to understand one another's schedules. Along with having the group chat and the group calendar, it also has a photo album where each member in the group can submit pictures that you took at the event. So say you and your friends hang out, you can submit all of it into the app instead of having to send it to everyone individually. In such a digital world, cell phone addiction is rising. According to addictionhelp.com, over 50% of adults admit to having a cell phone addiction. The average screen time for adults is 4.5 hours a day, most of which is spent browsing the internet or even just doom scrolling on TikTok or Instagram. Each person that answered my survey question, what is your screen time, stated that their screen time was over the 4.5 hours. I'm assuming that the 2 people that answered with a lot and the other 2 people that answered with IDK are also over the average 4.5 hours. With an alerting rise in cell phone addiction, we as a society should be driving the resource of a phone more in a positive manner, such as using it to stay organized or keep track of your tasks, trying to force yourself to be a more productive person. Over half of our class stated that they enjoy using digital notes over paper notes, and they consider themselves visual learners. A digital camera would be perfect, or a digital calendar would be perfect for these groups of people, as it is in the digital world, along with having visual cues to help you. In conclusion, Time Tree would be very beneficial for our class based off their preferences and will assist young adults in keeping track of their priorities. Time Tree has helped myself along with the other 65 million people who use the app and have it downloaded. Keeping a list of what you have to do on your phone and getting the reminders and notifications is helpful.